You don't need to. I'll just run it off of this one.
Oh, okay, cool. Good talk. All right.
Because I've been doing it these past couple times. It sounds fine. So
fine-ish. That's fine.
It sounds fine enough.
Fine-ish. Coming to you live in stereo.
Live. So
from the fucking Do It Studios. It's the fucking Do It Cast. Woo!
I didn't say anything before we started, but I'm trying a new thing where I put the microphone into my fucking face.
You're blowing it out a little bit. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah. So it should be a little bit closer.
If you could fillet that less, just a little less.
But it'll get rid of a lot of the room echo. So okay. Next time, I don't know how your Yeti is set up. Like I don't know if it has like a thing.
No.
But if you could put like book stands up above it or something like that to get it close to your mouth, then
like this.
Yes, like that.
This is what you're looking for.
That's what we're looking for.
This is what we're looking for.
So we can get close and intimate NPR sound out of our podcast.
Hi there. I'm not Kumail Nanjiani, and welcome to Wait. No, you're right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Excuse me, I'm going to make a lot of breath noises, and I'll slowly slap my chops into this microphone.
Oh, no,
You're listening to NPR.
But I like that better because I don't get as much room noise from your audio.
Okay. Yeah.
So
here we go. We're gonna go with this.
We're gonna go with this.
What we're gonna do it live.
We're gonna do it live. Yeah.
When I end up getting excited about something, not if, but when. I apologize for your speakers in advance.
But really, our goal is to make $800 with this podcast.
To make $800 with this podcast. I'm looking really to get as close to actually having to file taxes for making money on this podcast. It won't happen. Literally,
it won't.
What I'm looking to do now here, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear the dulcet tones of my voice, what I'm looking for on this is for us to break 100 unique listeners. 100 unique listeners. So if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone, and that person happens to be home, stuck home like the rest of us, experiencing the newfangled bubonic plague, they should fire up your boys. Brandon Chalmers, Jamie motherfucking Noguchi, and that fucking Do It Cast.
Yeah. So I agree with you. The only reason why,
of course you do.
The only reason why I want to make $800 is so that we can buy studio quality microphones. For no other reason than I'm a gear whore. There's no reason for me to want these microphones.
I think you're a little confused about this, Jamie, because we both record like when I'm at my girlfriend's place, we're both recording basically at our dining room tables.
Yeah, sure.
And when I'm home, I'm recording in my office. None of these things, now it might be a little confusing, are actually a recording studio.
Right, but that's why we need this microphone, because it doesn't matter about the room noise because it won't pick up any of the room noise. So
what sort of bougie shit are we buying for $400 a piece?
That's why I want this mic if it ever goes on sale.
Wait, hang on. How much is a microphone that you're speaking of?
It's $400.
Okay, all right, cool. So we're doing math here. So
yeah, we're getting
tax tag freight not included. Gonna foot that bill ourselves.
Yeah, we're gonna get two. If we get one, we're gonna get two. So
you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just set up a GoFundMe. Honestly, I'll be excited to see a GoFundMe hit Facebook that won't be involving somebody's pet being sick or someone having to pay a ridiculous medical bill. Like if we're just hey, we just want some podcast equipment. So if anybody's looking to chip a couple of bucks our way, cool, thanks. Just, I know we're both responsible adults with jobs and everything else like that, but fuck it. I'm going to put my hand down. Normally, Jamie Noguchi, what I've learned from our friends that I won't mention their names is that when you want to actually buy something you don't really need, you start a Kickstarter.
Mm,
You start a Kickstarter. Not a Patreon, because that won't actually make any money, but you start a Kickstarter.
well, I think that's a good idea. This is not the right climate right now with the plague.
Why? World's gonna end. What do you need that $5 for? Kick it to your boys.
Well, that's true. But I don't know. I think
seriously, you greedy fucks. You can fucking kick me $5. Like, look, we're gonna be here like what, month and a half? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Let's all go out in quality Dolby surround sound.
Oh yeah. So there's a Shure microphone. I think it's an SM7. I don't have the model number offhand, which is unusual for me because usually I'm really good with this shit.
Yes.
But it's like broadcast standard for I went to NPR down in DC. WAMU invited a couple of people over who entered their submitted portfolios for their holiday card thing.
Okay.
And I didn't get chosen, but they invited everyone to come down to the studio. And of course, I spent most of my time like in the studio drooling over the microphone setup, making notes on like what they're using and the pop filters and all that kind of stuff. So
this explains the newfangled setup around your microphone.
Yeah. So this pop filter is cheap as shit, but like I noticed that this microphone in particular picks up a lot of the sibilances, so like the P's and the B's. And so I wanted a pop filter. I didn't want to cover it with a sock, which is what I used to do when I was recording in college. Like I didn't have a pop filter, so I would put a sock over it and then like sing into like a closet. But goals, future goals. This is what we want.
I love that you set incredibly reasonable goals. Look, I don't want to have to put a sock over a microphone and shout into a closet. Like I'm trying to be semi-professional here, kids.
Yeah. I mean, I sent you that track that I recorded today. I was standing in the middle of the living room doing that. So
we need to talk about what you've done, because what you sent me and what we discussed, two very different things. Like,
it's true.
Genuinely, it's true. Like I think we need to talk about reasonable expectations and follow through, because you set up with like this, hey, maybe if we, and then you show up with this production quality sound and reverb. Like you got like halfway through, we got to bring it. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm tapping out. Like, cause I was driving home from work and I was like, all right, bruh, nah. Like I know I get this. I've got a long drive home from where I'm coming from, but I'm 10 minutes into this drive and I cannot, I'm 2 minutes into this song and I can't with this. I have to stop. We have to I have to digress. Well, I need to swallow that.
The way we would perform, we wouldn't perform that version ever.
What?
Ever.
Wait,
ever.
Wait.
Ever.
Hang on. You need to hit the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
Now we're talking about performing in songs and everything. Okay. So Jamie Noguchi, you need to explain that. What exactly are we talking? Because I know we've kicked this idea around for a while. I know. Right. I think this is my fault initially.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Brandon had this idea of doing a cover band, but instead of just picking songs that you like or doing like or covering a certain band, we would pick all songs written by female artists.
Written and performed by
female artists, because there are a lot of female artists who do write for whoever.
Yeah. And as I say this, I realize I need to go back and do a bit of research on our song list, because I'm not actually sure if men wrote all of those songs. So I think maybe we should make a caveat of not written and performed by, but genuinely commonly performed by or well known by strictly female artists.
Yes.
Because from where I come from, Jamie, you have an incredibly strong classic hip hop background. Like,
yes,
one of the things that I absolutely loved about meeting and then learning to be around Jamie and experiencing him is very early on in my art fight tenure. Jamie and I bonded, and one of my favorite trips was we went up to Connecticut for a Connecticon. We rented a vehicle that had XM radio.
Oh, yeah.
And at the time, it was a whole thing. And Jamie is driving through New York, through like, GW Bridge, and trying to get through this whole thing and dealing with traffic and everything else like that. And we are listening to classic hip hop. And and what is it? It's what's the like 8-minute long one that everyone knows?
Sugar Hill Gang.
Delight.
Yeah, Rapper's Delight. Yeah.
Right. So Jamie, without warning any of us in the car, and I believe at the time it was like, I think it was myself. I can't remember if it was Ross or Marty, and then another artist was in the other back seat. And I can't remember if they were awake or not, but I know I was sitting passenger seat. I'm your Chewbacca. I got you all day long.
Yeah.
I'm your fuzzy co-pilot. I got you, fam. You proceeded to hit every syllable of that with the crispness of a live performer without question. And it was reinforced years later when we went to Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And you performed Young MC's Bust a Move without the monitor at karaoke at a Mexican restaurant that served beef tongue that we were really the only ones in except for the staff.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I got a chance to with Phil Chan, Master of Disguise, to be a backup singer for that. But needless to say, Jamie has got a strong classic hip hop background. My background is probably more grunge, nu metal ish kind of. Yeah, it's what I grew up with. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. I also have an incredible love of classic rock. Oh, yeah. So, like, ideally, if it were me, right? You know. I have the ability to perform, like, probably the best example of this is the Foo Fighters, their drummer and a few other people perform in a band called Chevy Metal. And it's the drummer, sometimes Dave Grohl, and like two of the drummer's buddies. And every time the Foo Fighters go out and they perform, Chevy Metal books local rock clubs that have like 200, 300 people, and they play nothing but classic rock.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And it's rad. And it is, like sometimes they'll have the lead guitarist of the Foo Fighters sit in on a set and perform like Van Halen. And it's a 3-piece band doing Van Halen's Unchained. And they got to be tight as shit.
Yeah.
And they're so good. Like, ridiculously good. And all I could think is, if I ever got like win the Mega Millions, fuck you money, I would literally spend 2 years just training to play nothing but classic rock, and then just go out and just be nothing but a cover band for fun. What is it? It's 50 people and we're at the Jersey Shore. Kids, get ready for fucking like Bohemian Rhapsody. And I've bothered to hire 6 people because we're going to get the vocal harmony right. Like, are you paying us? Yeah, it's probably $50. I don't care, whatever it is. Buy that guy dinner. Mm-hmm. I'm covering this for myself. Total vanity project. We're going to go do this sort of thing.
Yeah. So I sent Brandon a recording of one of the songs off of our list. Okay,
go ahead, because I have a caveat and I have an issue right out of the gate.
So after every once in a while, I love playing music. I used to play a lot. In college, I wanted to start a band and do that whole thing. Never actually got it together in college because I don't fucking know why.
It's college. Never did anything together in college.
But yeah, so like every once in a while, I'll need to like kick the rust off the tires and try to record something.
We need to have a conversation about how Rust works. But go on.
So I recorded this. I recorded Mariah Carey's "Fantasy."
Right.
With the tape. There's supposed to be a guitar solo at the end, but my fingers, I went climbing today, so my fingers weren't up to it, so I didn't put in the guitar solo.
Okay, wait, hang on a second, because we put together this master list, and I let me see if I've got the bandwidth for it here to bring it up here. And I'm going to vamp as I'm going, but the idea is I had thrown together a loose list of songs that like I wanted to do. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do. And songs that I have a low-key obsession with.
Yeah.
So, like Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 and Jolene, one of my favorites, All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You by Heart, because
So good.
God damn it, Jamie Noguchi,
So good.
there aren't enough songs that tell a story. Like that is something that genuinely disappeared, I think in like 1992 maybe. Like I feel like the songs that were telling a story are completely gone, like especially in the new era of SoundCloud. And please understand, this is not Old Man Yells at Cloud or anything else like that. Ironically enough, with SoundCloud, I'm glad that artists are out there producing their own music. I'm cool with the idea of them being short. If that's what society is interested in right now, rad. Good on you guys. It's not my jam, but I'm glad you all are expressing yourselves and creating new music. I'm always excited about new music.
Yeah.
In turn, though, I really miss when a band wasn't afraid to do a 7-minute song about telling a story. And in this one, the lady who goes out, finds the random dude walking along the side of the road, takes him to a hotel, makes love to him, gets impregnated by him because her husband isn't able to impregnate her for whatever reason.
Right.
And then they see each other at like a grocery store for some fucking reason. And he sees the kid in the cart, and the kid looks back at him and is like, Dad? And she's like, oh God, no, please.
I didn't say it. I didn't.
Right. And then her explain, like, just.
It's a great song. It's a
great song.
Yeah.
The idea of Jamie and or I performing this feels not only comically hilarious, but a really wild concept in the first place, because I neither have the ability to pick up a stranger and get pregnant, nor do I have the ability to have that stranger show up and see my child at a grocery store. Yeah. So it feels like something that's kind of out of my aim. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going. TLC's No Scrubs, Salt and Pepper Shoop, Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis, She Keeps Me Warm by Mary Lambert. If those of you don't know, that's the song that Macklemore sampled. I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, Hold On by Wilson Phillips, Good as Hell by Lizzo. This is where Jamie jumps in. Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell. Okay, real quick. I really enjoyed the one that the Counting Crows did. That Joni Mitchell one, I cannot get into.
Oh, no. I don't like her version of it, but I like the story of the song because it's like, oh, this is environmental. It's environmental. Okay. Oh, no, this is about some dude fucking leaving her.
Gotcha. All right. I like a thinly veiled environmental song that is actually about a relationship. We can talk. That'd be like Rage Against the Machine doing like a My Chemical Romance album where like, no, we're going to talk about impoverished nations, but also that bitch took my fucking car.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
There's a
if honestly, like if Rage came out with a new album and it's just Zach De La Rocha getting into his most recent divorce, I'd be equally really fucking interested and really disappointed. So I get this.
Yeah. There's a hip hop song. I think it's like, I forgot what it's called. But it's like, sometimes I rhyme fast, sometimes I rhyme slow. And it's like, it sounds like a flex song. And then halfway through, it's a story about this girl who got hooked on heroin. And it's just like, oh my God. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. All right. We can do that too.
So there's
anyway,
like,
so,
yeah.
So couple more, Torn by Natalie Imbruglia because it's a fucking 90s jam.
Yeah.
Real Love by Mary J. Blige, which I think Jamie snuck in there after the fact because I don't remember that being on there. And then Jamie Noguchi puts Fantasy by Mariah Carey. Now, when he put this on there initially, I downloaded the original version, and I am an old school pop fan, so I'm down with this. And when I say old school, just to clarify for all of you olds and youngs out there, I'm referring to, I'd say mid to late 80s through or late 90s kind of pop. So Mariah Carey's heyday, things like that. Spice Girls original stuff. Like we should probably put Wannabe on that list.
We should put Spice Girls on there. Yeah,
we should totally put Wannabe on that list. Anyway, so Jamie puts Fantasy on that and then shoots me a text message and was like, dude, the ODB version of that, the remix, is a fucking jam. And in my head, I am doing multiple things. One, trying to play around with the chords in my acoustic. Two, trying to vocally work out how I take that literally at least 2, possibly 3 octaves lower so that I can actually perform, because I'm under the impression that what Jamie wants to do is be Old Dirty Bastard. And I'm convinced that this is what he wants. Is he wants to do the intro to this song and then do the breakdown somewhere in the middle. And this is one of those things where like Jamie would sing back up. Right, yeah. Like the whole thing. Yeah, you go, baby, come on. Like just that feels like you. So I'm riding home from work today and I get a text message literally right as I was leaving work. And Jamie sends me an audio file of him not doing the ODB version, doing the original version by himself, assembled the entire track, put in the drum track. I swear did some keyboard work, or at least sounded like it. Okay, good. Yeah. Right. And then bothered to layer his vocals when you get to a certain point. And genuinely, I wasn't prepared, because when Jamie and I talked about this, he was like, dude, this will be fun. We can do kind of a Tenacious D thing.
Yeah.
And what I hear is maybe we can play around. If somebody's having a party or whatever it is, we can do that. Maybe we do a fun thing. Maybe we do a gig somewhere or two at some point. But it would strictly be you and I with acoustic stuff, kind of having fun with really torn down versions of songs and making other people smile, because the idea of you and I singing something like Fantasy or 9 to 5, whatever it is comical, but also kind of fun and what have you. And the idea is just enjoy the songs and make someone smile.
Yeah.
I was not ready for the production value that you sent me, because when you sent me an audio file, I'm like, cool, all right. He probably mic'd the guitar, mic'd himself, because you're extra that way.
Yeah,
and I was expecting a really nice acoustic version of this breakdown. And that was not what I got.
Well, here's the weird thing. I don't have an acoustic guitar. I do not have an acoustic guitar. I do not have an acoustic guitar. I don't. I borrowed my dad's. He's got it at his place now. But I do not have an acoustic guitar.
I'm wrapping my head around this. Kids, I don't know if you understand. Jamie has a Paul Reed Smith guitar.
Yes.
Jamie has his own bass.
Yes.
Jamie has a ton of recording equipment.
Yes.
I assume Jamie actually has another electric guitar.
I do. I have a Parker Fly, which has
another ridiculous ass guitar,
which has piezo pickups on it, so it can sound like an acoustic guitar.
Right. Now, please understand, I can't judge Jamie. I have too many guitars. And I've sold guitars, and I have too many guitars.
Right.
I'm eyeballing a new acoustic myself.
Me
trying
too.
To talk
actually,
myself out of it. Huh? Yeah, you too.
There's a company that sells cheap ass guitars for like $200, like cheap ass acoustic guitars, and apparently like people have been losing their shit over these things.
We're going to talk about that offline, because I've been eyeballing a Yamaha Dreadnought that looks really good and is rated really well, but I got to unload some guitars anyway while I'm at it. So I have to start cutting down. At the very least, I think I need to finally part with the 12 string, because I don't know when I'm going to actually use it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing,
it's rad. I can play Hotel California sounds fucking rad on that. Right. But then essentially all I am is a 50-year-old guy on YouTube, and I don't need that life.
I should have prefaced when I sent this over, I should have said that this is not what I expect us to be doing. This is just
no. You've set a bar now, is what you've done.
No, I've been planning on recording something. In the interim of after, because I just finished coloring this book.
Thank God. Can we pause a second?
Yeah, sure.
And ladies and gentlemen. One of my closest friends, someone I admire probably more than anybody else on the planet, somebody who's the hardest working motherfucker out there and a super dad, managed to finish his fucking comic. Sir, not only did you accept the job. You started the comic, you completed the comic. Now,
Yeah.
I know those of you listening at home who have done a web comic or trying to do a web comic, I want you to put your hand in the air if you've done that. Luckily, I know Michael Bracco isn't listening, so it's probably none of you. And I want you to acknowledge the feat that Jay Maniguchi has done.
It was tough. Like after the day after our away mission to DC.
Yes.
Like Sunday, I pulled an all-nighter Sunday, Monday into Tuesday.
Oh my God.
And I finished at like 9 a.m. on Tuesday and then died the rest of the day. So like I colored 24 pages in the space of 48 hours ish. So that is not healthy.
No,
It's
especially
doable.
since you had to take, I assume you had to take your daughter to school.
Yep.
So we're not talking 2 hours a page. Reasonably, we're talking probably more closer to like hour 10.
Yeah. Because, you have to eat eventually.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah. But yeah, I find
I don't know if you've ever seen me. I don't believe them, but that's what they tell me.
Yeah. So I finished the book and I've been meaning to record like a EP or something after that and like write some songs and stuff like that. So like I wanted something to kick the tires off and I was like, oh, well, we have this list of covers. Let me see if I can actually sing any of these things. And they're all out of my range.
Oh, yes. Same. I love that I start with Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
You start with Mariah Carey.
I didn't actually start with Mariah Carey. I started, which one? Oh, shit. What was their list?
I got it. Hang on. Let me take a guess. You probably started with Big Yellow Taxi, I assume.
No.
Really?
I started with, shit. I tried Wilson Phillips, the Hold On thing.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, Hold On.
I tried to figure that one out. And that I couldn't figure out like how I wanted it to go, and it's all,
I think we need both of us in a room for that because I think we need to bounce vocals off of each other on that one.
Yeah. So and then there was a Earth, Wind and Fire September. I tried September. That's out of my range.
Okay.
What other song did I try? There was another one. Fuck. I tried a whole bunch of different songs that were just like all over the place.
I have an idea. Okay. Hear me out with this.
Yeah.
We actually attempt these songs.
Okay.
But we buy a dozen helium balloons before we start. And literally at the beginning of the set list, we walk on like a sad clown with just a series of balloons and tie them off to a microphone stand. And then all we do is you start Mariah Carey's song and I just pop a balloon, suck it in, and then start singing the song until my voice breaks. We pause, I take another big hit, and then we continue on. And we see one of two things happens, right? Because this is a war of attrition. I either pass out or we see how many songs through this set list we can get through. We literally, we put the set list on like a whiteboard next to us. And just, hey, stick around. How far do I get? And just,
I wonder.
And if you want to bump a song up the list, you throw $1 in a hat. And just literally, we just put them on like magnets or whatever it is. And you just throw $1 in and you move your song higher up.
Yeah.
And we should
do this. We should do this. We should get this together so we could do a live stream at least to start with.
Yeah.
And then see if it'll go. I think helium is in short supply, unfortunately. Because it's like a protected resource or something like that. Yeah. I like this idea though. I think there are modulation pedals that get you the same effect. It's not the same effect, but you have an octave pedal or something like that. So you're singing down here and it sounds like up here. And there are vocal pedals that can make this happen. I'm super good
with this.
I think this is a great idea.
This is a great idea, right? Because honestly, seeing me pony up to that and then have this high voice.
And it has to be 2 octaves up, so it's even squeakier. Right,
yeah.
Oh my God, this is great.
I'm here for all of this.
This is fucking great.
Yeah.
This is great.
It doesn't hold the danger of me passing out or not.
Sure, but it's repeatable.
Sure. All right. Fine. Whatever. I'm over here willing to risk brain damage for everybody else's entertainment, but sure, whatever. Fine. I guess we can do it the safe way.
I wonder
what version of Jackass you worked on, but fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
I wonder if there's another element that can get you the same result.
I'm going to end up going down some sort of rabbit hole of like Google and YouTube. I can tell you already. Yeah, I know there's one that makes your voice deeper, but Jesus Christ, I don't know what would happen with me if that actually happened. Like if I like, I assume it would be some sort of thing like it would make dogs cry by accident.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is we could just do it at the lower registers because that's funny as shit too.
Well, I assume that was my plan. Is it was like, most of these Dolly Parton things are like put a capo on the 4th fret. For anyone playing along, that means that you're basically starting the notes 4 frets in, so you're going essentially 2 octaves higher.
Yeah,
I would literally play them on open strings.
Yeah.
So I'm going at least 2 octaves lower, and I feel pretty confident hitting it, but I don't feel like I'm trying very hard. But it might just be that I need to get someone else in the room to see whether or not it's interesting.
Yeah, I think basically what we need to do is so what me and Johnny always used to do is like come up with a set list, print out the tabs, meet at someplace. Yeah. And then hash it out. So I think we should do the same kind of thing.
I think we need to do that. I gotta get my groove back because I gotta start singing in front of other people again.
Oh yeah,
I have not done that in forever.
I mean, it's just like melodic yelling. So you've got the yelling down part. Now you just put a tone on it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I can sing as a joke, but the idea of trying to take myself somewhat seriously, suddenly it goes from like, yeah, I can do this to I don't feel comfortable about this. This isn't okay.
Well, and we can switch off like songs that you're uncomfortable with. I'll take songs that I'm uncomfortable with. You'll take.
I think I need the stuff in front of me, and I just need to break that barrier down and just do it.
Yeah.
Because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to want to practice. Nicole's going to want to watch me, and then I'm essentially serenading her, and this is where I will get super uncomfortable about this whole thing.
Yeah,
right? Because she's going to give me this look like, you're adorable. This is terrible, but you're adorable. And I'm going to be like, is it good, though? Tell me honestly, is it good?
Well,
she's going to tell me yes, and she's going to be wrong.
What we could do is we could turn one of the episodes into a
much better idea.
Let's dry rehearsal.
Yeah, we put it on the crucible of the internet.
Yeah.
Because can we get at least 2 practices in before that happens?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, good. Thank you.
But like one of our, we could do like a special episode and put it behind our paywall for like a cent if you want to hear us jam out and shit.
Yep. Yeah. Time to make 14 cents toward that $800.
Yeah. We could use our Podbean and be like, hey, we've got this special episode.
For $1.
For $1. But yeah, I think this is doable. When are good days to rehearse? Because weekends tend to get filled up with family shit.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
Like, especially with doing the new job. Like, once I figure out what the new schedule is when I move to... So, for anyone who followed me online, I'm not going to dig into the details of this because I have a firm belief of not putting any company under the bus publicly about what's going on. But
sure.
Long story short, I left my old job at a wellness company to go work for a different company that did service commercial coffee equipment. It was a bad fit is probably the nicest way I can put that.
Yeah. Events occurred. Things happened.
Events occurred. If you know me, if you're curious, if genuinely you're like, tell me the fucking deets, I'll be happy to have a one-on-one conversation. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Kids, don't lie to people you hire. It's an important thing to do. Yeah. Anyhoozle, I was incredibly lucky. In case anyone hadn't seen it, I was incredibly lucky, and I was able to land a position at another company. They're an electrical contractor. I'm really lucky this way. Right now, I'm training for the next probably 2 weeks, maybe, where I have to drive up to York, Pennsylvania every day.
Ooh, girl.
Which, yeah, like right now, because I'm staying at Nicole's place, it's about an hour 15 each way.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's also like, okay, cool. And for good or for bad, like I have to be there at 7:30, which means I need to leave pretty early to get there, but also means that like 3:30, 4 o'clock, I get out of work. So like,
nice.
I can't really complain too much.
Yeah.
The actual normal office will be in Hunt Valley, which is more like northern Baltimore County sort of thing. So I'll be much closer. I'll be like 15, 20 minutes from my own home.
Oh, okay.
Rad. I'm super excited about this.
Yeah.
So things are super rad. And I don't know if my current employer will ever see this, but genuinely I appreciate all the opportunity you've given me. Thank you very much for giving me a chance and for helping me land on my feet. I owe you guys the world. Anywho,
Hell yeah.
And things have been going great this week. It's been my first week. I started Monday, and I'm genuinely calm and having a great time, and I couldn't be happier about it. So anyway, things work out sometimes, kids. It doesn't all have to be bad all the time. But in turn, I may be able to get a looser schedule where maybe we can find a day where a Friday or something like that I can come down and I can meet you down there at your place or something like that, and we can figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Or maybe like, we actually do the online thing of we just bring up a,
well, I could do some like that. I could do some evenings too. Like I could do like a Monday or Wednesday or something like that. Or whatever. So like evenings are in play. It's just
okay. And maybe we do a thing where if you were able to come up to my place and meet me after work, that might be a doable thing too.
Yeah.
So we can figure that out. But
yes, we will play a show in 2020. We will.
All right.
Because this is your dream.
It really is.
This is your dream, Brandon Chalmers. So we need to make this happen. And also,
don't tell him. But I'm really fucking jealous that Michael Bracco did it before I did, and it really bothers me. And I have to make it right, and it has to be better. Also, we might steal his drummer. I'm not gonna lie.
It will be better, and it will be better.
Yeah, I know. I get that, but it just. Look, I kind of want to steal his drummer. I like Adam. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, he'll play with us. I don't think that's a problem.
Right, but we have to make it really awkward for him though. Like we have to tell him it's one or the other. Like this is how this works. You have to. Yeah, it's old art, like it's old art fight or it's new art fight. You can't pick. You
can't do both. Yeah,
you can't do both. That's how this works. You don't have to retire. You just have to never talk about it.
But yeah. We could get Johnny to do lead and stuff. We could get Aaron to come in on bass and stuff. Like we could.
I feel like we're pulling into a full band thing, and we've gone away from our tenacious.
We could, if we wanted to, we could fill out the band. If we wanted to keep it as a duo, we started as a duo. Like if we want to do
I'd love to bring in. If I'm not mistaken, I believe our own Silent but Violent Brian Prindeville got a. Was it like a cajon or whatever it is? The drum thing that you sit on?
Yeah. Yeah. So cajon,
cajon. Sorry, yeah.
He would be great. He would be great for an acoustic set.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. And he's plugged into a church system, so we could get like a gig at like a.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah, and we just play nothing. Like we got to figure out some sort of play on words about being old men but playing strictly female songs.
Yeah. But I like this. This can work.
Yeah.
And also we could record covers and we could put them up on Spotify. We can actually make money off of our streams and stuff. I've been researching things. Brandon Chalmers, I have been researching things.
Jamie, it's about time you actually made a dime off my ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm convinced I've just cost you money up to this point. So
No. It's a dual project where we're going to make money on this together.
I like this idea. I like this idea. So anyway, so that's what I've been geeking about. How about you?
So the bubble tea place near us, Kung Fu Tea.
Yes.
They have 2 arcade cabinets. Now, like they're the mini arcade cabinets, so they're not full size, so they can't like take a beating.
Yeah.
But they've got
Street Fighter 2. I thought you showed me with the Hazel photo.
Yeah, and they got Space Invader. So
nice.
The Street Fighter 2 cabinet is one of those special ones where it has like 3 different versions of Street Fighter 2. So they have like regular Street Fighter 2,
Turbo and
Turbo and another version of it. But yeah. And we went there one day and it was great. And we were playing it and Hazel was having a good time. She couldn't quite figure out like moving the joystick and hitting the buttons at the same time just yet.
That's because she wouldn't put down her bubble tea because she's rad. Like that was the most ridiculous photo you sent me because it's your daughter. I think in black and white, literally just like sipping bubble tea, but also like one hand nonchalantly on a joystick. Like it felt like the most generic sort of like zero fucks photo.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, that is Jamie's daughter to a T.
It was great. I printed it out for my dad.
It's super good. Like I don't even care if it's not a holiday card. You just need to make that into a postcard for everybody and just send it around. Just, hey, it's Hazel Day. Just going to send this around to everybody. Just put this on your fridge. It's not Christmas or anything. I just think everyone should have this.
But I asked her, like, what character do you want to be? Do you want to be like, do you want to be a tall guy, a skinny guy? Do you want to be the girl? And she was like, I want to be someone who looks tough. And so she picked Blanca.
I love that child. I swear to God, I love that child.
It was great. But yeah, I've been back a couple of times. The machine has been out of order. And I was like, no.
Yeah. All this means is that the next project that Jamie does is he builds a cabinet in his house.
They have them available.
I know they do. I love when I set you up for things that I know you've already researched.
I have.
Yeah, well, of course you have. It's you.
Because like you can get systems where it's a tabletop thing, a tabletop cabinet thing.
Yeah.
And then you can load them with all of the games.
Well, yeah, you can put an emulator on them and then just throw a bazillion things on there.
Yeah. So I've looked into it because, I mean, some of those old school games are fun as shit. Like, you know, the
Galaga.
Old school, oh fuck, Galaga.
I love that you get a guy anywhere near 40 and you say the word Galaga. And suddenly the basement's flooded. Like everyone is just soaked. It's just like, bruh, you don't understand.
Galaga.
And it's always like, I used to play at arcade. I used to play at restaurant. My brother and I, my sister and I, my parent and I used to play Galaga and we would compete. And I get this life. Like it was
so good. Sitting
on the floor with my dad, Nintendo sitting there and literally seeing who could get the higher score.
Oh, yeah. Did you know they made a Galaga 2?
No, why would you need a Galaga 2? Nobody could beat Galaga 1.
So Galaga 2, you not only do you get the ships, but like you have if you get the special ray, you can grab aliens to be on your side, so your ship can like expand to multiple different sizes.
I remember they could expand to 2 ships, but you're saying like you would have all the ships?
You can have all of the ships. So it'd just be like a wall of lasers. And they would get knocked off pretty quickly because as soon as you get beyond a certain point, it's unwieldy. But like Galaga 2 had like extra shit. I think I have an NES. Wait, what system did that come out on? I only saw it in the arcades, but I don't know if they made
that makes sense. I was going to say, because I have an NES emulator that has like all the regions and everything. It's like, so like I have all the rad like Japanese games and everything.
Oh, fuck.
It's super cool. I can burn that for you if you want. But anyway.
Do you have R-Type? R-Type used to be my favorite shit. I think that was on like one of the Sega systems though.
Oh no, I only have an NES emulator. I don't have a Sega one or anything else like that. I think if you, we might know somebody. I can point you in that direction. Anyway.
But yeah, like some of those, like watching Hazel get into the cabinet thing, I was like, man, I mean, I got a PS4, but that's not really fun. Like,
it's not fun for her.
It's not for her.
I think that's the secret of like the Nintendo. Not even the Switch. I mean, like the old school NES, like that NES Classic that came out.
Yeah.
There's something really good about a system that has just a D-pad and 2 buttons.
It's because so simple.
it requires a bit of skill when you get good, but also the entry point to be able to play is simplistic enough that anyone can, like, that's why Mario was really good.
Yeah.
Like, there are 2 buttons, there's a D-pad. It's just basically you get as far as your skill level will take you, and then you practice to get better, and it makes total sense.
Yeah, and me and my brother had a lot of fun. I mean, that steered Matt down the path to what he's doing now.
Right.
So like,
right. But like, there's an argument to be had that the 4 buttons on the the 4 main buttons, and then the trigger buttons up top, and then the joysticks, and it's too much. It's too much input.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit! By the way, I gotta start Borderlands. I gotta get on that Borderlands shit.
Shit, dude, I haven't played him forever. Did you buy it yet or no?
No, I haven't bought it yet.
Don't buy it yet. Like, let me know. Let's get through the music thing, and let's actually focus on one project at a time.
Okay.
We're both very bad about that. Like, unless we're being paid for it, the side projects, they go the way of the dodo. Like, I probably haven't touched Borderlands. I think I played it for like the first month it came out, and then and then just completely abandoned all hope.
Okay,
like,
so
I know
I'll get it on a sale or something like that.
Yeah, like, I know Nicole and her roommate are trying to push me into playing Animal Crossing when it comes out, and I'm right along with you. Genuinely, I know there's a lot of people who would possibly hear this or what have you who are like, "Fucking Animal Crossing's rad." I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you enjoy the thing. It's not my jam, so like, go forth, enjoy the games. I'm super happy that you found something that you genuinely like. Like, I got no heat.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, it's not my jam. But
I don't know. I mean, I don't have a Switch, so I can't tell.
The Switch is cool, but I'm having trouble because I'm jockeying back and forth. Like, basically what's happening right now in my life is we're spending a bit of time at Nicole's place, we're spending a bit of time at my place, which means I'm kind of jockeying back and forth. And the idea of packing up a PS4 and taking it back and forth and then dominating a TV while I play, it seems, I don't know, it seems selfish. So I've been trying to play the Switch more, but I haven't found a game that I really gravitated to. Like, I was really hoping the Zelda game would be really good, and I never even bothered to finish it. I don't really have an interest in finishing it.
Really?
Yeah, like,
because that's the thing everybody like jizzes their pants over.
I gotta be honest with you. I fucking hate this shit where you gotta. Okay, look. Big open world platformer sort of thing, rad. Yeah. Meeting new species, needing special armor to get through certain areas. Cool. I'm good with that. Weapons that are cool, but also will eventually break and you'll never get back.
Oh.
Not okay with. Having to stop and feed myself like some sort of Mo. Like, God damn it. Like, and the fact that I need to make special food for special thing. Just stop.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to play that game.
Stop.
Maybe
just
I don't want to play that game.
You know what it feels like? It feels like a Swiss Army knife. What I need is a pocket knife. I need a strong blade that's easy to open, that cuts things well, that doesn't need to do a whole lot of extra shit.
Yeah.
You know why nobody ever goes, thank goodness I had this Swiss Army knife to do anything of relevance? Like, a Swiss Army knife is something that you give a fucking child because it has way too many things going on. It does none of them well. It's a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Oh yeah.
And that game feels like a Swiss Army knife. It's too much shit, and it does some things well. But I swear to God, if it stopped, like if it got out of its own way, it would be exceptional. Like, look, I know I'm under the impression at the very least, when the new God of War came out, the one where he's like weird, when he's shouting at the child, Kratos doesn't stop to get a fucking burger.
No, he murks many people.
Right. If Kratos don't need to stop for a goddamn campfire and a burger, why the fuck do I have to stop with Link? Why?
That's true.
Why?
Well, does the Switch have like the older ones, like
I don't care about those.
Link to the Past?
No. Here's the other thing that's a thing, and this is me being an elitist fuck. So anyone who gets upset about this, I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry. I've never really cared for Link. I think he's kind of a candy ass.
Oh, okay.
Like it's cool that he carries chickens around and breaks pots, but like I don't give a fuck. I don't care for Link.
Hey, listen.
Get that fucking fairy thing. God, I hate that shit. Yeah, like he's rad in Smash Brothers.
Okay, yeah.
He's rad in Smash Brothers. I'll give him that.
Isn't there Smash Brothers on the Switch?
Yeah, there is. It's okay.
Do they have a 2D Metroid on Switch?
Probably. I assume so. I don't know.
Because if they came out with if they came out with a new 2D Metroid, I will buy that shit in a heartbeat. Like the special Metroid edition, like laminated, gold-plated, glow-in-the-dark, turn into a ball, roll down the street and pick up your lunch money and grab all the Pokemon while it's at it edition.
Like, you know what my problem is? I'm that weird mix of I don't want to play in front of a TV with a whole big sound system and everything else like that, but I also really want to play a racing game. Like,
yeah, Brandon, you need a racing game. You need your racing game.
I need a racing game.
You need your racing game.
And don't get me wrong, the Mario Kart's very good, but I need like a cool racing game that I can get into.
Yeah.
And Nintendo doesn't have it.
You need a Forza.
I need a Forza. I need a Gran Turismo. Though in all fairness, I bought the Gran Turismo and I lost interest in that so fucking fast. I really did.
Damn.
The new one sucks. It sucks. It's mediocre as fuck.
That's like, not fun.
Right. And you're talking to somebody who literally, like, I have an Xbox One. I bought it for Forza. I do not own another game. I don't. I have an Xbox One. I have one game for Xbox One.
We need to visit my brother next year. We need to plan to visit my brother next year around your birthday, his birthday, because it's around the same. Because I don't know if the studio still has it, but Bungie used to have like a car set up.
Oh man,
like
for the longest time,
and like 50 different monitors.
For the longest time, I wanted to build one of those cabinets where I race cars and everything else like that. And like, I don't think I'll do it now because I don't want to tear the office up and like dominate it with that space. Eventually, I'd like it to be a shared space for Nicole and I.
Yeah.
Man, for the longest time,
I
debated like setting up a race seat. And literally, like, I was going to buy a race seat and build a mounting cabinet and get a proper steering wheel on the whole nine. And, like, I still may, honestly. Like, it might just be a thing that I just get into. I just mount the TV up.
Yeah.
Like, I've got the TV mounted on the wall, but, like, literally just kind of get one of those things where, like, I set up the race seat and I've got the shifter in the whole nine and I can do it. Like, I genuinely could.
You got to get that chair, man. It starts with the chair because the chair is where it's at. Like when
the chair is totally where it's at. Yeah, like I need to buy one of those cheap ass race seats from like an Advanced Auto Parts, and then just set up the rest of the setup and just literally be like, all right, let's do this thing. Let's get serious about it. Man,
if you could buy all the aftermarket parts from the auto store, but then hook it up into a gamepad,
you can.
That would be the shit.
You totally can. There are things there, like there are online racing leagues and stuff like that you can do, but like there's a whole online tutorial of like what you buy, and then there's a shifter setup that like literally will switch in between a like 6-speed manual and also a sequential shift where you just bang shift the thing through the gears. Like it's like I would love to do that stuff.
I want this for you because this sounds amazing.
Oh, it's super cool. Like it's one of those totally unnecessary things. It would make everyone else watching me sick as a dog because I'd be a maniac on the thing. Well, because because I like to go fast and I have no fear when it's a video game. Yeah. So I will gladly enter a corner at 140 miles an hour without a fucking question. Just e-brake and hang on. Just, I got this all day long.
What would be cool is if you could then translate it into other games. Like if you could just go into Destiny, get on a Sparrow, and then just drive around with it.
I'm good with this.
God, like if SRL was still around, that would be perfect. Like a...
Yeah. You know that short-lived thing that Destiny did when I still played?
Yeah.
If they could do that again, I still wouldn't play it, but that'd be cool.
It's free to play now, man.
You know what? Fuck that. It's free to play now?
It's literally free to play.
Fuck you. I paid for that game. Y'all can fuck off. You know what? Fuck it. I'm mad at that just on principle. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. But I think you would enjoy Seattle. The town is great, and then we could see
Yeah, maybe not so much right now, but maybe in a couple months we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. No. That's why I'm saying next year.
No, yeah, next year. Yeah, when
everyone's flushed out. When everything's flushed.
Whatever's left of Seattle when we're done. Just
Yeah.
God damn it! Speaking of racing games and unnecessary shit, did you hear they pushed the new Fast and Furious back a year? I'm not trying to get all sad about this stuff.
That's why they needed to keep that Han shit to themselves. Like they would have still gotten they would have gotten our money. They would have gotten our money, and that reaction I had on video would have been in the theater in front of a bajillion people.
I told you Han wasn't dead.
I told you
Han wasn't dead. I told you. Now I'm talking about motherfucking Green Lantern. Lantern.
Now the real reveal is if Giselle hops in right behind him. And it'd be amazing.
Bitch, that's what the next movie's for. Like, that's the idea, is Han comes back, and at the end of the movie, right before they take out Charlize Theron, she looks at him and goes, I know what you really want. And then throws photos of Giselle just across a table, and you watch Vin and Han look at each other and go, what? And then she leans over the table and goes, are you interested now? Because I've got a job for you. And then we cue Hazel.
Hazel.
Anyway, you might want to blur that out. Anyway.
I think I do have to edit that.
I think you do have to edit that, unfortunately.
God damn it. Okay. All right, well, that's going to be gone. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Okay, now we're back.
Yeah. But yeah, like if that's the case and that's how we dig into the next Fast movie, I'm here for all of that.
Yeah. I really like that. I really like that. And I really want the Wonder Woman theme to play as soon as like
I'm good. I'm super good with all of that.
They brought back Michelle Rodriguez. They can bring back Gal Gadot. Come on, man.
I'm good with that.
Come on.
So, Jamie, are we digging into a topic? Do we just want to cover our adventure in DC?
Well,
quick?
I think we've gone an hour already.
We've gone an hour. I do want to go before we get done. Then I do want to thank everybody who came out. My birthday was last weekend.
For sure.
I turned 36.
36. Next episode we'll do an away mission.
Yeah.
Rewind, because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
But I felt like this one was a good catch up because
it is a good catch up. But you know what? Actually, let's do that. Real quick though, before we get done, things are rough out there. Find some things that make you happy. We're all going to have to kind of hang in for a little bit. We're all going to have to be genuinely kind to each other, and we're all going to get a little stir crazy after the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I remind everyone, be kind to everybody. If you go out anywhere, and especially for anyone in the service industry, if you have the ability to tip well, please tip well.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be tight on money for a while. Support small businesses if you can, if you have the ability to do so. If there's a local grocer or whatever sort of thing, you know, a little market or something like that, and you have the ability to shop there, please do.
Support Chinese restaurants too, because motherfuckers are racist out there. And
no kidding. God damn it.
Come on, man.
I know. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yes. Please go buy Chinese food.
General Tso's isn't going to give you fucking coronavirus because that shit is dead, like twice dead, like 5 times dead. The general dead. The general's boiling in oil. The general's fucking gone, man. General ain't going to hurt you.
But yeah, so be kind to everybody. Be super patient. Be understanding of everybody. Please be safe out there. If you don't feel well, please stay home.
Yep.
Just a reminder to everybody. And if you're looking for somebody to talk to, we're always here. But just, everyone be safe. Be cool to each other. Right now is the time when everyone shows their character. It's when things get bad or when people are at their worst. That's when you need to be at your best. So be kind to your neighbor and just be a genuinely good person if you can.
And reach out, especially if you find yourself in a situation where you have to work from home for 2 weeks, because if you're not a cartoonist and you're drawing at home, you might not be used to it. So talk to people, whether it's
Yes.
like on text message or Skype or, calling someone up. Just talk to somebody, because, isolating yourself for 2 weeks, that's not what you're about. Like, especially if you go into an office and you have like your work wife or your work husband or your work crew, you're not going to see them for 2 weeks. So like, get their phone numbers, text them, just
text them. You know what? Something that we actually did in Art Fight as a cool thing to do, set up a Slack.
Slack works.
Slack works super well. You can break up different channels, what you guys want to talk about. You can break up work stuff. You can talk about movies, whatever it is, and bring in everybody that you want to talk to from a job. Even if your job doesn't have a Slack channel, if you're friends with these people and you'd like to just get back in the habit of, you get in every morning and you talk to, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, set up a Slack channel for just the three of you and just be like, hey, just want to have a way to communicate with everybody, so this way nothing goes by the wayside. Email feels really informal. Sometimes your work doesn't have instant messenger set up or whatever it is, and you don't want to necessarily get into Facebook Messenger for everybody. So you don't want to spend all day on social media. Set up something, but keep communication with everybody.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, talk.
You will go crazy.
Yeah, you will. And as a recommendation to everybody, don't make every conversation about what's going on.
No.
This is going to be a weird counterintuitive thing, but I want everybody to kind of give this a shot here. We're all going through this together. We all understand that things are scary right now. We all understand that we're all kind of taking things one day at a time. Don't be afraid to talk about movies, not about that they got postponed, but that, hey, I saw this cool thing. Hey, while I'm sitting at home, I'm catching up on The Witcher. I'm catching up on West Wing. I'm catching up on whatever. DS9. Look, right. Yeah. Like, make connections with people. Throw in, start a Slack channel, start a suggestion group or whatever it is of just, hey, here's a show that I really enjoyed. You should binge. Here's the service that it's on. While you're working at home, throw this on in the background and see if you really enjoy this. Because I guarantee you, there are a lot of people, especially people who work from home, freelancers, what have you, who know of a lot of really good shows who are just fun background fodder.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I go back to the same thing over and over again, and you'll hear me say it over and over again. Be kind to one another. Please, 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 please.
Yeah.
Yep. We got this, kids. We're going to get through it. It's going to be rad.
Make it.
Yeah, we're all going to be okay. And if you end up getting sick, just self-contain.
Yeah.
Contact anybody that you need to, but be smart. Don't take any chances. You
don't lick nobody.
Yeah. Just a general rule. Just don't lick anybody. Consent, kids. Just don't lick anybody in general, but especially not without consent. Just Jesus Christ.
No licking. All right, y'all. Peace.
Doses.